Ooh, I got a good one for y'all today. First of all, I want to say peace to the family out there. What I want to talk about today is deep, okay? Now, most of you all have probably heard this before, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit, okay? And that's the most dangerous thing you can do in your life. That's the topic of today. The most dangerous thing you can do in your life is get comfortable, okay? Most people are trapped in the comfort zone, okay? That's the biggest trap in America, the comfort zone, okay? The middle. That is the most dangerous place. And I'm gonna talk about why. But this is something I was talking with a client about today, and I had to tell her, you gotta get uncomfortable, okay? It was uncomfortable for her to hire me because most people, and this person already kind of had it figured out as far as what to do with her nutrition, what to do with her workouts. She's very smart. She has a master's degree in kinesiology. She knows this stuff. I don't even have a degree in kinesiology. She knows this stuff, but she hired me, which was uncomfortable. But guess what? As soon as she got out of her comfort zone, she spent money she didn't have. She hired me. She got to where she needed to be. It's all about getting out of the comfort zone. Now, I'm not just saying it's just that. I'm talking about everything in your life. Some of you are stuck where you are because you have gotten comfortable, okay? What I mean by that is some of you all start to, in this world, especially in America, and I know somebody, once again, somebody gonna come on here and beat me up, but in this world, we have gotten to a point where we're kind of coddling our children because of course, there's a bullying issue, but the bullying has caused the opposite effect of coddling. So if if something's bad or something's going wrong, instead of telling somebody, hey, something's not right now, we got to fix this, we just go, no, you're just fine where you are. And we coddle you. You're just fine where you are. No, don't worry that you're 600 pounds. You're just fine where you are. And that is what's killing us the most. Now, of course you should love yourself if you're 500, 600 pounds, 300 pounds, 200 pounds, 100 pounds, 50 pounds. You should absolutely love yourself. But getting comfortable in that spot is one of the worst things that we can do for ourselves. The reason why I say that is because this is where sickness lies. This is where no growth comes from. Okay, you wanna stop your growth or stop progressing in life? Get comfortable. Seriously. Because progression in life comes from uncomfort or discomfort, and it comes from wanting to get out of the space. When you're in a place where you're like, I gotta get out, I'm uncomfortable here, that is your motivation right there. You start to grind hard, You start to grind hard. I was uncomfortable. When I was 320 pounds, I had to grind hard. Why? Because I was afraid. I was not comfortable where I was. I loved myself. I would look in the mirror every day. Dang, I'm looking good. If I could just get rid of this belly. I was uncomfortable in a comfortable spot. So I was uncomfortable because I wanted to get rid of the belly because I thought I was going to die. I was uncomfortable in my mind. I was always pulling on my shirt because I thought people were looking at my man boobs. I was uncomfortable, so I did something about it. But this is not just about weight loss, weight gain. This is not just about, how you look or how you feel. This applies to everything in your life. Some people get comfortable in poverty. And I'm talking about some of my family. I got family members right now that they're like, you know what? I'm going to be broke for the rest of my life anyway. Let's just find comfort right here. That is the worst place to be in because then all motivation dies. Everything goes away. Then you lock up and you're like, you know what? I've been comfortable in poverty so long that I don't even want to get uncomfortable to try to get out. So if that comes to whatever it is, if that comes to, oh, you know what? I haven't had a job because I've been at the bottom. I've been in poverty. I haven't had a job in so long. I don't want to get uncomfortable and go work for somebody. Trust me, this works or it applies to all areas of life. That's right. It applies to all areas in life. This is not just about working out or eating healthier or making more money. This applies to everything. If you don't like the position you are in right now, it's because you're either comfortable and you've kind of settled in to that spot, or you haven't made yourself uncomfortable enough. Because when you get super uncomfortable, you really do something about it. Have you had somebody come and just talk real loud in your ear before and it gets uncomfortable and you're like, you know what, I gotta get up out of here. You stand up and you move. Or if you just, you know, if you bout it, you turn around and you go, look, you're a little loud, you're in my ear, you need to calm down. See, that's uncomfortable for most people. Most people don't want to turn around and address somebody in that manner because it's uncomfortable, okay? It starts confrontation, and confrontation is uncomfortable. But most people won't get comfortable in that area and just sit there and take it. They'll stand up and still do something about it by walking away. So this is what I'm talking about. I don't want you to be coddled, all right? Y'all see how I'm doing that? I don't want you to coddle yourself and say, you know what? I'm overweight. I love myself, which is great. You love yourself, great. But don't say, you know what? I love myself. And then you start to look at yourself in the mirror and go, you know what? This is all right after all. You know what? I'm going to just stay right here. That is coddling, all right? Do not coddle yourself. Nobody deserves to be coddled. And that's what's making most of America weak, okay? I'm looking at the kids nowadays. They're not handing out first place trophies anymore because we're coddling our kids. Okay, this is breeding a race, a culture of weakness. And this is just my take on it. Okay, so, and the reason why I say that is because I absolutely think bullying is the wrong thing to do. However, when you go out into the real world, there is no teacher who's going to, you know, protect you from the bully you call your boss, from the bully you call your coworker, from the bully you call the barista at the Starbucks. There's always going to be bullies everywhere we go. And the reason why I say this is breeding a race or a culture of quote unquote weakness is because many of us don't know how to deal with it now. So when the boss is being an asshole, instead of saying, you know what, I'm uncomfortable, I don't have to take this. Guess what? I've handled people like you. I'm going to handle you today. All right? So either you're going to tell the boss, you're going to get the boss a peace of mind, or you're going to get up off your ass and say, you know what, I can go start my own business. I don't need this. Or you're going to get up off your butt and say, you know what, I'll go find another job. But instead, we lock up nowadays. Okay, I know a lot of people who lock up. Oh, this is uncomfortable. You know what, I'm going to just take what he's giving me. All right, and I'm going to just stay at this job. I'm going to just take it. Because I never had to face adversity. That's the thing. I've never had to face adversity, so I don't know how to get out of this situation. It's uncomfortable. But I'm going to find comfort in this. You get where I'm going with it, okay? So this is what I'm saying when it comes to working out, your diet, how you look, your lifestyle, all of this stuff applies. And the number one thing that I've noticed is uncomfortable for people is investing in themselves. So people want to start a business, but they're people ask me all the time, how'd you get out of, how did you get into, business for yourself and how are you successful with it? It's not because I have something different than the other person or because, I'm this special business person. No, I came from poverty, okay? I'm the first of my own in my family. Nobody graduated from college. Nobody owns a business. Nobody makes over like $60,000 a year. Everything I'm doing is new to my family. But how did I get out? I got uncomfortable, damn it. Okay? So when I wanted to run a business, guess what? I had to bet on myself. These are my dreams. I'm going to go broke for my dreams. First coach, the business coach, the first one I had cost me $6,000. Guess what? I didn't have no $6,000. Are you kidding me? But guess what? I was fresh into the world. I had some credit, though. So guess what? I took a credit card, and I put that $6,000 on the credit card, or on a couple credit cards, all right? That's between you and us. It's between you and I. But I bet on my dreams, okay? It was uncomfortable as hell because it's like, I may not be able to pay this back because I'm a business owner who's not making any money right now, and I'm paying somebody $6,000 in hopes that they will teach me about being able to run a business and be successful. Now, lucky me, it paid off, and it did help me to make some pretty good money because it showed me how to run a business, okay? Now I run a couple of businesses, and only because I got uncomfortable and I invested in myself. Some of you may have to fly out to get to an opportunity. Guess what? It's uncomfortable because you don't have the money for the plane ticket. But you got to get uncomfortable. And maybe you have to bet on your dreams, similar to like I did. You have to bet on your dreams. Maybe you got to go take a credit card out to get the hotel and get that flight to go to that opportunity, because opportunities don't come knock on your door. This is some of the same stuff that I'm telling people who aren't necessarily, social. I don't really go out. I sit in the house. But I'm praying for a man. The man is not going to come knock on your door unless you're planning on marrying a UPS man. Maybe if you order some Amazon stuff and you get UPS to come to your door, maybe you'll get that man. Outside of that, you got to get uncomfortable and you got to go be social, baby. Okay? So once again, this discomfort, it works in all cases. You got to get uncomfortable. And I know it sucks. It's almost a cliche because most people say there's no way, or there's no growth in comfort. Excuse me. There's no growth in comfort, and that's just kind of true. But I don't want to be the cliche. I want to just give you the experiences, and I want to give you the real world, things that I had to put up with to get to where I needed to go. Some of you are finding yourself comfortable in eating pizza, veggie burgers, and French fries. Guess what? You got to get uncomfortable and let those French fries go, baby. All right? You got to get uncomfortable and go over to maybe a keto diet or go over to a raw fruit and vegetable diet. You got to get uncomfortable so you can get your health back. Okay? So don't get comfortable where you are. All right? Some of you are comfortable in your marriage. All right? Now, I'm not going to talk about that because I'm newly married, but I'm just going to say this. You got to get uncomfortable, okay, if you want to keep growing. So I'm not going to give any advice on that part because, of course, I don't want to come off like the guy who just got married and now is trying to give advice. I'm not there yet, but I can give you advice with this health thing, with this business thing, with the lifestyle thing. I can do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I know when not to overstep my boundaries, okay? I know this. So that's what I want to say is that you got to get uncomfortable. We call it the leap of faith. You got to take that leap of faith, no matter what it is. Some of you are tiptoeing the line about working with a professional, business coach. Some of you are getting married and you're tiptoeing the line. Do we really need marriage counseling? Pay the damn counselor, okay? Because trust me, it's uncomfortable to talk about I don't want to talk about what I, do in the dark. It's uncomfortable, but guess what? When you talk about it and you put it on the table, first of all, you give the opportunity for your mate to say, well, I guess I'll deal with that. Or, no, I don't want to deal with that. We're not getting married, okay? So some of you are looking at paying a professional to help you get to the next level, whether it's a marriage counselor, whether it's a business coach, whether it's a coach, a trainer, or a nutritionist. Some of you are looking to get to the next level, but it's uncomfortable to separate that money. You don't want to give that money to that coach because you're like, I can do this on my own. Well, that's comfortable for you to do it on your own, but guess what? If you are trying to get to point A and you're at point C, usually you're at point C because all you have is point C knowledge. So to get to point A, you need somebody with point A knowledge. So you have to pay that person to give you the knowledge to get to point A, if that makes sense. So some of you are trying to do things on your own, whether it's, like I said, trying to coach yourself through a business to get better in business, or trying to coach yourself to weight loss, trying to coach yourself away from diabetes. I've been hearing people talk about that all week. I got diabetes, I'm trying to get rid of it myself. And I'm like, dude, be careful with that, You're trying to do these things yourself, but you got to realize that you got to get uncomfortable, okay? You got to get uncomfortable, however that looks for you. Once again, ladies and fellas, you want a mate, you're trying to get married, you got to get uncomfortable, okay? Go out in the world. I know it's scary out there, but go get social, okay? Because the man or the woman is not going to knock on your door in most cases, okay? The weight is not going to just fall off of you, people who are trying to lose weight. You got to get uncomfortable and go work out, okay? I'm just keeping it real with y'all, okay? I know that veggie burger is good, but sometimes you gotta smack that veggie burger out your hands, okay? And go ahead and eat some plant-based raw foods so that you can lose this weight. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you gotta quit coddling yourself, okay? Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are strong. Yes, you look amazing where you are, but don't get comfortable there, all right? This is what I'm gonna say. Do not get comfortable there. Because ain't nothing there, okay? There's nothing there in comfort. All right, I remember, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let y'all go. I remember one of my business coaches, because by now I've hired probably about 6 business coaches because, of course, I do different things. I need to be coached on different things. But this one was my real estate business coach, and he's like, the worst place that they have America right now is what did he say? The myth of the middle class. And that hit me hard because at the time I was in the middle class. I was like, ooh. He's like, the middle class is a lie. And I was like, what do you mean? You know, he's like, it's a lie because they're making you feel comfortable. You're not in poverty, but you're not rich, or you're not, you know, out of middle class. And with that being said, you're just a tragedy away from being impoverished. And I was like, oh shit, he's right. Because most of us are a car breaking down away from being broke. Most of us are losing a job away. Okay, if you lose your job today and it takes you a month to get your job back or to get another job, most of us would lose everything within that month. Most of us. Now, some of y'all play the money game right. You got 6 months saved up. Okay, so if something goes wrong, you got 6 months to last. That's how they teach you. That's what you're supposed to do. But some of us, okay, I've been there. Some of us are living paycheck to paycheck. Some of us actually are working backwards. So what I'm getting at is, when he taught me that, I was blown away. And once again, I didn't know that. I didn't know that being in the middle class was setting me up for failure, because I was comfortable in middle class. You know, I'm making, you know, 60, 65,000 a year. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm good. You know, nobody in my family has ever made this. But guess what? He was right. I was a tragedy away from going back to poverty. If I had a car breakdown, if my house caught on fire, insurance money didn't give me what I thought I needed, there I am, right back in poverty. Or if, you know, if somebody, Lord forbid, if somebody got sick and I had to pay doctor bills, or somebody died and I had to pay for a funeral, there I am, right back in poverty. And he's right. It was a lie to be comfortable in the middle class. Because when you get to the middle class, you stop grinding, okay? You stop grinding. So that's all I want to say. Don't get comfortable where you are because you stop grinding. If you get in the middle class, keep grinding. Try to get to the next level. If you get a little weight loss, people who are looking to lose weight, you get 10, 20 pounds off, don't get comfortable in that area. Keep grinding. Why? Because you get if you get 30 pounds off, you are still a weekend away from gaining all that back. Yeah, I've seen people gain 10, 20 pounds in a weekend. So most of y'all, same thing, just like the middle class. You lose that weight, you get 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds off, and you get comfortable. But guess what? You're a few veggie burgers and French fries and pizza and vegan ice cream, you're a few of those away from going right back to where you come from. So once again, don't get comfortable. Keep pushing, all right? Don't get caught coddling yourself, okay? Oh, man, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope this helps somebody, okay? Y'all know I just come on here to help. I come in here to educate, and not only that, to motivate. I want to motivate you. So, yay, Cute Tay Live. I appreciate that. I love you all, of course. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me, all right? Everybody have a great night. Remember, don't get comfortable, all right? Let's keep this thing going. Let's stay strong. Let's keep the fire burning. And I promise you, you'll get where you're trying to get eventually, all right? That's all for tonight. I'm about to finish this book because, of course, I got work to do. I'm sitting right by the laptop banging out this book. So I'm about to finish this book. Let's get it going. Be looking for the keto book coming before 2019. Yes, I keep forgetting we're already in 18. Before 2019, the book will be here. So be looking out for that for all of you who are interested in the keto diet. Outside of that, if you got any other questions about anything else, training, coaching, whatever, hit me up, DM me. I love to work with you. I love to get that thing, or really just get any questions answered. That's what I want to say. Because some of you can't afford it right now, and that's okay. I still want to help you. So don't feel the need to not DM me because you don't have any money. That's not what this is, okay? DM me anyway. I want to help. Most of you already know that. But for all of my new followers, I got you, okay? So DM me. Let's get this thing rolling, all right? Love you all. Talk to you soon. I'm about to finish this book. Peace out.